Hey, hello, how are you? How's everyone? Yeah, I have this weird thing when every time I start a stream, the switch of my power. Okay, so yeah, I'm not saying it's done intentionally, but it feels like it's being done intentionally now. And beast. Anyway, we are resilient here. We shall continue. Like my power company just switches off. Good morning, Kapil. How are you doing? I'm doing great myself. Is it the same when you buy Substance 3D Painter on Steam? I'm not sure what you mean. Instagram, oh, yeah, so my Instagram is, you can use exclamation mark, socials. Yeah, I don't know why it's happening a lot nowadays. So I think they switch it off, the switch off the power about 10 minutes to when I'm stream, before I stream or before I start the stream. My power company, not anyone in my neighborhood, it's like the power company switches it off. And I have a solar backup, but it happens when when I've started the stream. So it's usually the stream has to end. I have to end the stream first before I can go to the solar backup, which sucks. But anyway, they only switch it off for about 10 minutes, which sucks. I don't know how they even time that I'm streaming. Kind of bad luck, I guess. Anyway, let's do this. This is what we did yesterday. The Oasis, I think it came out nicely. Hello, Chen KJ, how are you? I think it came out nicely. Yeah. That's it. Okay, so let's do this here. I've downloaded some assets from Megascans because it would be very difficult to get this level of detail in the rocks without using some sort of scanned assets. Let me. Okay, let's still setting up stuff. Give me a moment. Okay, so let's jump in maybe and see what we can do. Hey, how are you? Okay, yeah, let's first get those rocks in here. I downloaded them into my compressed nature rock. Okay, so there are these two assets. There are these two rocks, very detailed from mega scans. We can use them for the cliff on this side here, this cliff here, and this one here, and maybe somewhere else. So let's import them as import FBX. I think it's this and this and this. Hello NS Kodak, how are you? What's up? Okay, so we have this rock and the head. So there are these two rocks. Let me just have them in somewhere easier to find. Just paste them here and then extract. Hey, just a harmless potato. How are you? How is everything? I'm great, NS. Okay, let's import these rocks as the first step. Okay. Okay, I want to bring this in textured. Download desktop. Okay, we have the first rock, and I think that's going to be this one. Now we can do the second rock. Ooh. Okay. Now we can really start. I think we can start with the cliff. Let me save this as river. Okay. I think we can. Let me see. I can add a sky, blues. Oh, we don't see most of the sky. Let's bring the ozone up, bring this down. You know the drill. We're going to rotate the camera to look down a bit. Okay. I think we can start with the water, or with the river, which is basically the water. that we can just use transmission, and if we're using transmission we need to give this volume, so shift N, a bit like that, make it reflective. We can come back to this a bit later. Let's make this hill. I'm just going to make it keep things very simple this time. Let's see, add a plane, just subdivide it a few times, select the top, and just make a hill, a simple, maybe, okay. We can add some displacement and displacement, a bit of displacement in the Z axis. So we can use clouds. I want the scale to be up there. Yeah, something like that seems great for the mountain. Okay, so I like that. Now I'm going to use my texture folder, find ground, any ground texture like this. Okay, I don't need the displacement. Okay. But I want, let me show you what I want. Let's get a tree. We need a tree here. Okay, and again we're going to use the same trick of populating these using a hair system. So let's do that. I'll subdivide this a few times, add a shrink wrap like this, like that. Bring this up. You can use project. And I'm going to add a hair system, and it should all point in the Z direction like that, and it should all be object. We want to get this tree, and I want to easily rotate this, so I'm going to maybe grab everything until I get negative. You can see now. You can see our trees are standing now. We don't need 1,000 trees. We can use 200. Vary the scale a bit. And basically we have a good starting point now. Let's see. Let me increase the size a bit. And you can see in a few minutes, we have something usable. Okay, I'm going to move these. A very, very simple way. Hey, Fleet UK. Good morning. Hope you're doing great, amigo. I'm great, man. Great. How about you? At some point, I'm going to require everyone to show your face, show yourself in Discord or something, because I don't want to just imagine your faces. I want to see you, man. To see like I'm doing. I'm trying to. I'm really good, Square. Nice. Like I'm saying, I don't want to just imagine your faces now. I want to know who you are. Like I think I can. Consider you guys as people I know personally. No, not really. I don't really know you personally, but I want to get to know you maybe. Like people like Kapil, Fleet UK, Burning Bright. I think we should have a hangout. Yeah. That would should be amazing. Maybe on Hangout. Does even Hangout exist anymore? Oh, though I got a call from a YouTube guy, and I think he was using Hangouts, or was it Gogo something? I don't remember. We are here for you every day. Yeah, you are, and I appreciate that. So I should get to know you a little bit more. I should get to know you a little bit more. Respect. Thank you. Google Hangouts. I thought it was. Was it Hangouts? Yeah, it was discontinued, but I got a call from someone a few days ago, so kind of confuses me. Okay. I want to have a road here. You're a great Blender teacher. Thank you. Oh, we can start adding the rocks. We got... Hey, Burning Bright. I've just been talking about you, actually. How are you? Yeah, but I think Burning Bright, I've seen his picture. So, yeah. It's... Kapil, maybe Kapil is actually exhibit like in his image. I want to get to know you. Sir, you're a great teacher. Thank you. Animation and modeling on mobile. I want to see something you actually do on mobile. I want to see the type of animations you do on mobile. That would be really interesting. Animation and mobile. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just going to sculpt this here. Let me first apply all of this. You'll do a face reveal soon. Nice. I am teaching about Prisma or Prisma 3D, the mobile app. Hello, Blender. It's Zach from Pakistan. Hey, brilliant brain. Yeah, how are you, Zach? And how is Pakistan? Yeah, I think Prisma is a 3D application on mobile. I think. Hello, good sir. How's things that we up to? Just finished my latest project, a motorcycle project. 3 days on modeling, and hello, all great to some live interaction. Nice. Is it anywhere? Did you post it somewhere we can see? Yeah, I was saying I want to sculpt this, so let's so that we have maybe a road that goes here. Let me go to sculpt. Going to use Dino and just to extend this a tiny bit. Now there is this flatten tool. It's not very good at flattening though. Anyway, I want like a road that goes around here, so that just curves to that side. Nice work. Thank you. Sijit Ari Sati1. Thank you. So I learned it from you. Thank you. Is there a way to reduce rendering time? I think you're asking about reducing rendering time. Yeah, there are a few tricks you can do. You can just set a rendering time limit. That's one way. I guess that doesn't really reduce. It just sets a limit, but doesn't really. Yeah, there are a few tricks, and I think I have a video about it, or I've seen a video about it. Okay. I need to scale up this noise a bit and bring the forest a bit closer to the road. So let's go in and create the road itself. So I'm going to start with a curve, draw a curve that follows. Let's see how this composition would look. Yeah, something like that. And let me set a origin 3D cursor. And then let's create a road. So our road can be like that. There's a few subdivisions. So it's going to need an array and a curve object. Yeah. Okay, so if that's going to be our road, but I think it has to be a bit smaller like that. Let me get our road texture. Road. Something like this. We don't need that much bump in the road. Why not a train? I think for a train, because of I'm not sure. We can try it later and see which one will look best here. I'm going with a road first because I think it's much easier to get the road to look right here than the train. We can try both. We have time, so let's see. Let's first make sure that we sculpt. We get rid of all the detail. We don't obscure the road in any way. Let me turn on Dino. Yeah, so because the array, let me reduce the music here. Because a railroad has a lot of small details, I don't think it would look very. It would be easy to show. Am I making sense here? So let me try to explain this better. So I have this screen here, this small screen. If I render this out in full resolution, of course the train tracks would be easily seen. But when I'm working here, in the viewport, because the previous screen is very, very small, I don't think you would be able to tell that that's an actual road. And since we have a lot of low frequency detail, high frequency details here, and the train tracks will also just get lost in that detail, so you wouldn't be able to see it in the preview. But I can try it out as the final preview, maybe. First, just make sure that the road sits and we don't have any of this going on. Right, I have my tea. Time to enjoy your creation. Nice, nice. How do you make proper tea? Because is there a trick to it? Because the tea I make is, I don't find it very anything great about the tea I make. Anyway, let me see. I want to. It's not really easy to get a flat surface. Oh, except if we use a tool like this, I guess. Select vertices under the road. That is actually a great way to do that. So I think I first need to add some detail. So let me have this all closed up. I like that. Okay, so because I'm using Dinotopo, it's adding some good geometry that we might need for the selection. And I think you are right. We can go into edit mode and just select the vertices under the road. Nice. Yeah, that's actually the way to do it. Just turn on proportional editing, and there are many types. My morning tea is disgusting. Machine drink. I have to help my body, but the taste is. Yeah, I don't like the taste of tea that well. I guess maybe because I'm not good at making it. Yeah, I think this is a nice trick to get the road to look all right. Yeah. Thank you for that. Perfect. Nice. Thank you for the trick. That's a good one. Okay, so then we can bring the forest line a bit closer. I like it when you guys teach me something new. This is not something I could have thought of. Okay, so we want this to be a bit closer, but not too close, obviously. Like there. And we want that line to be very defined. So the forest line to be well defined. And maybe the road should be a bit wider. Like that. And I guess I can just have this repeated in the back there. And our river can extend like that. Smart unwrap. Okay. Thought Blender was going to crash when I did unwrap. Okay. Let's see what else. Okay, so now that I think I need to extend the road to be closer to the edge of the cliff. Makes it more edgy. See what I've done there? Moving the road closer to the cliff makes it more edgy. More, yeah. Okay, I think I need to bring this down. Okay, so another thing I'm going to do is I need a rock texture. So let's find a rock material like this. I'm going to import that in, and we are going to basically just select. I think I should have select. Let me see. Do I still have my selection? And I think I can select all the faces closer to the road, and basically just create a height map. Sorry, a mask for them. So I'm going to do let me first create a vertex group for them. So assign, and then go to weight paint, vertex paint, and just give them a mask. And I want it to be blurred a bit at the edges. I don't want it to be too sharp. Like that. Yeah, so that can be our PC specs. You can use exclamation mark specs. Okay, so with that, we can, what can we do? We can yeah, with the attributes, color attributes, we can create a mask that separates the green material. So let me get another PBR here, BSDF. You can get another material that separates the rocks. So you can blend these and just use our new mask as the factor. You can see, and I think I'm going to add a car ramp. Let's see, if I use a math node here, I change it to add, can essentially just move this a bit closer. Oh, and we don't want this to be there, so we just want the road like that. And of course, this road we want it to be visible this side, but we can come back to that later. Let me go back to this and make sure that in the instance we don't see the emitter. Don't show emitter. Don't show emitter there. Don't show emitter there. Yay! 40 viewers, 31 likes. So that means the 9 of you are not impressed by the work. Anyway, I'm kidding. But yeah, it would be amazing if you left a like, so we can get it to 40, at least 40, and 40 likes. That would be amazing. So let's see. I think we can add more forest in the back, and we want to use another instance here. Turn on proportional editing. Let's just use a plain displacement texture. So I'm going to subdivide this a few times. Maybe let me use a multi-resolution modifier. Subdivide this a few times, or something like maybe one more time. Add a displacement modifier and just find a displacement texture. in my resources, height maps, you can get a height map or maybe something like this. Creates a good height detail without putting in too much work, and maybe let me see some other height maps. Trying to find a mountainous mountain-like height map. I think this is flipped for some reason. Let's try a different one. Yeah, let's go with this. And this is going to be in the far background. Yeah, let me give it the same material as this. Just I think I could use more subdivisions. Now, I think I'm also going to just apply country A visuals to geometry, because this is now a very dense mesh. Have I ever made a commercial before? No, I have not. I have not. Let me decimate this. Okay, I think that's not too bad, because we can now use this in other areas. Has a lot of great detail. I will commission you for one if you don't mind. I think the reason why I have not made commercials because I don't think I'm very good at them, and commercials are also in different styles. So what do you really want to do for your business? Okay, now we just need to add trees in the background. Just a simple intro for a commercial itself with the logo and some flying fruit and vegetable. I'll show you my idea, and I'm sure you can knock out one first. Yeah, you can send me some ideas and I see if it's something I can do. What's going on with these particles? Looks like these trees, for some reason. Okay, I think we are getting somewhere. Let me go back to the original tree we had. Make a few adjustments to the material. Yeah, so I want the tops to have that looking amazing. Thank you. So we want the top to have that yellow thing to it. So to do that, let me first pause this. Okay, so here is our tree. We can get its height from the coordinates. Yeah, the highlight. Yeah, that. Thank you. We can do a separate XYZ object and just get the Z. Oh, that would be, I think, the Y. Let me do a math node. Yeah, so just just the tip. We have children here. Okay, let's do, make a different one. Why do I need a different one? I'm not sure why I would need a different one for this. Can you? Why? Do you have a reason why I should have a second one? Because I don't think it's necessary. Oh, yeah, because not all of them have that tip, but yeah, not all of the trees have the same tip. So we want to have some randomization. So what I'm going to do is okay, so you can see right now they all get the same top highlight. So, but we want to, like in the, now this music is getting loud. It is getting a bit loud. Collection 2 to 3 versions of the tree. Yeah, I don't see any advantage to that. And that's just going to, I can control everything I want here. Let me show you. So we don't want all of them to have the same height. So you can see this, the position of these tops are determined by this value. And we can vary that by just using an object info node and get the random. This has to be subtracted. So we can subtract a random value, and I need to set up a range. So range, map range. Since each instance is treated as a random object, we can basically create a good variance here. I want this to So if you look closely, you can see that there is, yeah. Some tops are some tops are longer, some are not. So you can easily randomize that way. And for the ones we don't want to have any tops, we can still use the random option and basically have tileable. What is the best way to avoid repeating textures even though the texture is tileable? You can blend multiple textures over the one that is repeating. You can also use noise texture to that. So now that we have the tips, we can add a color ramp to them, but they still show repeating patterns. When you add give me a moment and I can show you one way to get rid of this. So we have our tips there. And I'm going to blend this like that. And that should give us the tops we are looking for. Let's see. Yeah, you can see that we are getting that. We can yeah, vary them a bit. If the camera is really close, then you should use you should scale up the texture instead of so that it doesn't tile. So let me say, let's see. So this is a tiling texture. Let me get a plane. Let me do a texture on a plane texture. Yeah. So for example, this, if I scale it up, you can see it is tiling, especially in the close-ups. What I can do is just get another texture like this. Let me first remove all these nodes just to show you this. So you can see it's repeating. I can get another texture that looks different from it, like this, and import it in. I'll just import it. Import as a texture node. So like this, blend the two. Have this here. You can also even have the second texture tile. So for example, this is the first texture. We don't want it to tile too much, so something like that. And this is the second texture. Blended together, they are still tiling, but you can see we can reduce the amount of tiling. Or if you want to, you can also just use a noise texture like this. Use this as the factor. Use the noise as the factor to break up the texture, the tiling. Our good right here trees. Okay. Okay. So we can add a color ramp here. So maybe scale this up the roughness, and that should help out with the tiling issue. So I can you see, like that, and maybe you can use a texture that is not tiling too much. So yeah, just play with the textures a bit. Is there a way to randomize the tiling but I don't know the method. There's a way to randomize the tiling. All right, that's not something I know about. That is news to me. Also, is there a way by which we can render? By which we can render what exactly? I see it on grass tutorial. On whose grass tutorial? Okay, let's add some tree detail on this. Let's add some tree detail on this. So one thing I'm going to do, so I want to create a mask that lets me add vegetation on top of this rock. So let's go to the top view, because we want to add this vegetation only at the flat surfaces of this rock. So I'm going to go to weight paint, just paint directly. Oh, I know why this. Let me first clear this. I think we can also just go in edit mode, select the top faces, and that should give us something like that. I think the issue is that this particular rock is slanting quite a bit. That's why we are not. Let me make it more squarish. Just going to select the top, turn on proportional editing, and just make it more like that. So we have a much more flat area, and we can assign. Now, if we go back to weight mode, you can see we have that selection of faces, and should we do that? We can go to the weights levels, just play with this. Let's see, weight. Smoothen. I want to change a few things with this. Let's smoothen it a bit. Blender Guru has given away texture coordinate randomizer, a very powerful tool to mix materials. I didn't know that. Is it on his website? Okay, so now that we have the weight, we can create a new hair system. We don't need 100,000, all 1,000 particles. We can just use something like that. Especially repeating textures. Oh yeah, I think I remember that one. I think I remember his stuff. We're going to use the vertex groups we just created. Vertex group, like that, and we also want the hair to just grow vertically, vertically up, which I think this is flipped around, so something like that. Yeah, you can see we have. Now let's create the hair particles themselves. I don't know if I should use a bush, some sort of bush. Let's see if I have a grass element. Wanted to ask if there is a way to texture an area based on the camera position, particularly if the camera is moving while like where the camera moves, the texture changes from low to high quality. I don't think I know of a way. I'm sure there is, but it would be quite elaborate. You have to do a lot of math for that. Where the camera isn't focusing, but that scene is still in view or very far, the texture changes to 1K or 2K. I don't think Blender has a way to do that, and I don't think it would do anything. Why would you want to do that? Are you trying to save on render times? Because I don't think that would help, since all the textures are first loaded into memory before the render even starts. So that's why you see sometimes Blender will refuse to render something and give you an error that run out of memory because you have too many textures to fit in your memory or something like that. I think that's I don't think if it would help with the render times if that's what you're trying to do. Let me create I want to use some type of grass element. Let me have this grass. Yeah. I have this grass here, and it should just be a simple translucent. Let's use diffuse and translucent. Yes, saving render time and keeping the scene always high quality. Yeah, doing that way, I don't think helps on the render times. It would help with, say, Eevee, but not in Cycles, because I think Cycles works differently from Eevee. So it works for game engines because they have to load, because they are real-time engines, and how do I don't really know how to word it correctly, but yeah, not really my field of expertise, but yeah. Okay, we want grass all over there, so let's go to the render. Same tutorial Bright mentioned, it really bothers me that a lot of race tracks in SE had repeating grass. Hey, yeah, I guess because it's a racing game, they don't expect you to focus on the grass. Yeah, that's the issue with being a 3D artist, is that you start noticing things that you would not normally notice. Because I think the game developers don't really expect people playing their game to be 3D artists. So let's add children on this, increase. Hey, thank you, the Lord Bracelet, for subscribing. Really appreciate that. Okay, let's see how this looks now. Yeah, we can get, we now have some bit of grass. Just so I can add more grass, I'm able to add more grass to this. Instead of using an object, let me use a path for the grass, and just make sure that I call this grass. It uses the grass material. I did use the grass material like that. The scale is really high. And it seems we are going to need quite a few particles. The children, we don't want the size. I think we might also want to randomize. I should add some Brownian motion. Oh. Let's see. Hair shape can be increased. Okay, something like that. Seems we are going to need more particles. Oh, we can just double the radius. And I also had this shape here. All right, let me make it curved. Let's change the rotation of the sun to maybe -90. Hey, Kuma33, how are you? Maybe bring some of these trees here. Something like that. Let's create another vertex group. Basically give this the same modifiers, grass modifier. Let's rotate the sun a bit. Is it possible to move the camera too or too late? Left reference image seems high up down angle. It's not too late. It can't be too late. We are with the controllers here. Let me do something. Use these particles to should have more trees on this side, since that's where the camera is going to be looking. That's the beauty of instances. You can use hundreds and thousands, and don't really, they don't have a major impact on the PC. So I don't recommend using Blender for big scenes like that. Why not? Why not? It's what would you recommend to use then? Because to me it seems to be handling just fine. Maybe we can move I was going to recommend moving the island slightly to reveal more lake and its rock. I think, okay. Because I think that Blender isn't supposed to handle big renders, maybe Unreal Engine is better optimized for large renders. But the issue with Unreal Engine, it has its limitations. You can't do some of the things you can do in Blender. And forests in Unreal Engine don't always look the best because it's a biased render. Oh, it's not a ray trace render engine. Hi, you get Ona? How are you? add some volumetrics, some small rocks. Okay. Okay, I think that's what we were lacking. Let's see. This grass doesn't. Let's improve the road a little bit. We have the not. We have abandoned it quite a while. Let's see. I want to add some barricades to it. Try changing the aspect ratio, like film. It will make it look like a short movie. I like what aspect ratio should we try? (16:9). Well, that's the aspect ratio we had before, I think. 16:9 is the default aspect ratio. Is the I wanna feel like this summer. I think we need more. We need a variation in height in some of these. How about a flock of birds flying? Oh, I missed his suggestion. Let's add them. Flock of birds. Bad. Can use planar alpha shader. Yes. think it's compiling shaders. And I bought a Blender Swap has some great free bots, OCG Trader. Okay. Yeah, the bad really changed things. Thanks for the suggestion. Bots. I think I have a bot already. Hello, Yusuf Tius. Taisuz. Okay, what else can we do? Let me try changing the rotation it again to say 120 or 150. I don't know why these rocks don't look as textured as I wanted them to look. Anyway. Maybe you should change the sun orientation to match the reference. Yeah, I've tried that. It doesn't look as good as I want. When I change the sun, it doesn't really look good. Maybe let me play with the materials here a bit. Zero rotation. I think my camera just died. The camera is a great addition regardless. What do you mean? The camera is... I'm not sure I understand what you mean. Quick function. Let me use quick trees. That's my add-on. I have a link in the description if you want to use it, if you want to get it. Just to add some trees that stand out. Maybe. Although the battery died, it's still nice to see you. Hey Sabrina, Yasmin, how are you? The camera is a great addition. Oh yes, you. Oh, you mean the camera I'm using to record myself? Is that it? Thank you. Oh, nice. We are at 51 likes. Got that milestone. Thank you guys. Yeah, I think these trees, addition of these trees really helps out the scene. I'm great, Sabrina. Maybe we can add another boat. I have another one here. And I'm going to use the transportation add-on. Do I even have it installed? Transportation. Oh, I don't. Let me also go back to the road and make the material of the road a bit darker. Is unnecessary. Put a flock of birds in square. Oh yeah, I have added that. Maybe they are not visible, but you can see the reflections of the birds. So the birds, you may not be able to see them, but it's displayed here. And yeah, thank you for the suggestion. So they're flocking about their business. This may be Silly's request, but a guy climbing the tall rock about halfway. Let's see, where can we add? Let me see. Let me use this girl because her colors are going to be much visible. So we can have her climbing around. Now making her visible from the distance is going to be, I guess we just need her silhouette to show. So girl climbing would be like, I guess she would have some wires on her or ropes. Hanging by. Yeah, I have a lot of assets, so it makes the process really fast. Yeah, I think you can see her, but I don't know if you would be able to see. Let me see. Let me zoom in. Yeah, she's there. A nice addition. Thank you, thank you. Maybe I want to see, can I scale her up and a bit? And it may not look right. Yes. You can see the birds there. Yeah, I think now you can really see that she's there. Maybe another wire that goes from this rock to, I don't know, whatever thing. I think after you render out a cropped image showing the birds and the climbing for Instagram to show the detail. Yeah, I think we can do that. We can do that. And then what else? What else? Transmission tower. Let me add this power line. Doesn't fit. Oh, we need some rocks here. So let me find a rock. Like this. I'm going to decimate it. Just so we can reduce the poly count. Like that. I'm going to use my quick scatter add-on to kind of scatter it on this surface. By the way, you can get the quick scatter add-on. I've added the link in the description if you want to get it. Want to randomize the rotation maybe, and randomize the scale a bit. So you can just let's have some really small ones. Yeah, let's increase the rotation here, 360. So we get, and I think I need to reduce this scale. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, some rocks like that I think will help. Though I think I need to change the material of these grass a bit. Make it more dead. What else? What else? Yeah, I need a car, but I'm not sure. I don't have realistic cars in my. Oh, I have this van. Yes, add it in the distance. Scene looks perfect. Thank you, thank you. I think our scenes are getting better and better nowadays, and also faster at creating them. Put my own car. I don't have it modded. I don't have a model of it. Let me grab this. just so we have some detail on that area as well. Missing. Maybe a car in the other direction, but entering the scene. Ah! Let me see. I have a truck, I think. Trailer? Yeah, I have this. Let me see from this angle how things look. You know what? I don't mind this view. It's not as detailed as I would want it to be. Yeah, but it's also not too bad. Yeah, I wouldn't mind this either. Can you have multiple cameras? Definitely we can. And I'll be rendering multiple angles. As well. Yeah, I think, yeah, I really like the addition of the climbing character. Not very sure about this boat. So let me push it back a bit. You know what? Let me use this. Get a guy in a boat And let me see if I add an area light here, because I want this rock to show some detail. Not sure why the road is now much reflective, more reflective than it should be. Do you have any wild animals? Maybe one on the bottom right? Bottom right? Well, I don't think for the scale we would be able to see them. Maybe on this cliff here. But I only have, I think, a camel and a horse. Which... Okay, my road looks... Yeah, maybe a horse, because that's what I have that I think could work here. I only have a camel and a horse, but a horse could work. If we had a deer, that would be even better. Let me see, can we make a deer really quickly? A panther would be cool. Panther. I think if we get an image, that's something like this, but without the grass, we can actually model this quite easily. Probably these. We can trace the deer. So let me see. This is a good image. The textures of this are not good. The problem, they always have their head turned, which makes the way I want to model them a bit harder. Let me get this. Okay, so let's stress this out and see if we can get it to look the way we want. I think I can do a cube. Smooth. How is this smooth operator? Smooth. Mesh smooth. Here. No? Okay, smooth. And just use projection from view. Now let me change this to UV editor. Actually, I'm approaching this wrong. We can just use the skin modifier. So I can grab this, subdivide it. Yeah, let me first make sure that this is using wireframe, so it's easier to see what's going on. So I'm just going to get the shape of this, an estimation, an approximation of the deer's shape. I'll mark this, mark root. Copy this. Okay, we have a leg. And just give this a minute to respond. Root. Now the head might be a bit tricky, but yes. Since we are going for a low poly thing that we know we're not going to see in close up, we'll be fine. So we can come back here. Just make sure to line up these much better. Now, it doesn't really look like much right now. Let's we can do a few things. Just apply everything. And now we can do some quick sculpting, or we can use the, I think it's called, what is it called? Remesh. And that should help with the joining. Maybe point. Yeah, thank you, man. We can go to the sculpt tool. Now we can help out smooth. Where's my dear? Now we can smooth out things a bit. Just gives you a nice starting point. You can still add in some muscles. Let me get the fall off here. It's okay. Yes. Add in some muscles. We don't have to focus too much on the detail, since this is... And now we can create a new material, do a projection from view, and just try to line up this as much as possible. Now we can even turn on proportional editing. Now, where we're going to have an issue is the head. Every time a save kind of slows down a bit or hangs a bit. Now, we have something that could pass as a deer, except for the head. So the head, what I'm going to do is find a deer. Yeah. The deer is the last addition, I think. Yeah, I think so, because it's getting a bit heavy. Yeah, I want now to get a deer that is facing the other direction. Yeah, something like this. So this I'm going to bring here and create another UV set. UV maps, create another UV. I'll call this head. Input UV map. Head. Okay. And I only need the head now. And this time we want to line it up with this image, with this. And we want to mix these two now. Color. Mix this with this. Okay. Just make sure that everything is lining up correctly. This won't really look very good in the sides, but in the direct side. But now if we select just this, go to weight paint, vertex paint. Thank you. Yes, if you're just getting here and I want to see more of this, you can leave a thumbs up and it would be amazing. Okay, I want to create a mask. Shift K. And also kind of blur these edges a bit. So we have a smooth transition here. Of course, you can spend more detail, maybe get, yeah, maybe even get a better image. So this time we're going to use the this mask here to blend the two. Okay, the head really looks weird. So we're going to try again. Let's first reduce the poly count. Projection from view. Yeah, something like that. And we can also add, make this, try to match the color of the two images. Something like that. Let's see. And for this here, for the front face, yeah, that's too much detail. I'm just going to stick with this, since it's going to be something in the background, and we can add the ears. Anything to help with the detail would be very useful right here. And we need to go back to weight paint or vertex paint and just make sure that this is also part. This is a quick way to get something that's going to be in a far distance. Maybe the head doesn't, yeah, so something like that. Of course, you can get another image for the top view, back view, and the side view. But yeah, for something in a distance, I'm okay with this. This is usually a bit maybe we can add these horns. I think they will help a lot on the detail, and they are not that hard to do. So I'm just going to convert them to a curve. like that. I'll convert this back to a mesh. And I can even just use the remesh modifier. It's something that's going to be in a far distance, so I'm not worried about how it looks too much. So just join this, and from a distance this looks properly made, and I'm okay with that. So we want this to be, looks very good. Thank you, thank you. About there. So I can push this. Let's have a look at this. Yeah. When you gonna make a Sky City from CG Boost challenge? Sky City from CG Boost challenge. Do I know that? CG Boost. Sky City. This is not something I knew of. I think I'll check it out and see. Anyway, I think that's going to be it. Because I'm going to be posting this on Instagram, I need to change the aspect ratio to a more mobile friendly aspect ratio. So, and I need to pull this this trailer back a bit because it's not super detailed. I think I like the cropped aspect ratio more, so let me just keep that. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you want to check out the Instagram, I'm going to post this on my Instagram. Thanks for sharing, bro. Great work as always. Thank you, man. Thank you too. Oh, dude, you have many projects you made in a day. Yeah, we do try to make stuff here. Yeah, that's it. Have a safe day. I'll see you maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday, so no, I won't be doing anything tomorrow. Just take a day off. But maybe Monday, yeah, definitely. Yeah, stay safe. Thank you. See you next time.